Thank God to Warner Brothers Entertainment, because they were able to provide me with a copy of Snatchers. Yeah, Snatchers, a movie I've been dying to see from South by Southwest. While they might have provided me with this, I will definitely be having my own opinions with this movie, because I've been looking forward to this one since I had to miss it at South by. But now it's finally here. I got to watch it, and it's time to talk about it. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a brand new Blu-ray or movie review, whatever you want to talk about. And today I'm going to be discussing Snatchers, which again, I was provided by Warner Brothers Home Entertainment. Thank you so much, Warner Brothers. Again, these opinions will be mine. I've been looking forward to this movie because after I missed it at South by Southwest last year, I was so sad. It was the one movie I couldn't fit into my schedule. And if you don't know what Snatchers is about, well, let me tell you. It's between Alien and Mean Girls, and after a status-obsessed teen Sarah had sex for the first time, she wakes up the next day 9 months pregnant with an alien. And that concept alone, when I saw it at South by Southwest, that synopsis, I was like, God, I gotta make room for this. And it just never made it into my schedule because it was one of the midnight movies. And walking out of this movie, finally being able to watch it, I was so happy with it. And I was kind of sad to see that not that many people are talking about this movie when they should be. And if you didn't know, this movie is actually coming out on February 18th on Blu-ray. So make sure to definitely check it out for that, because if you can pick it up, you should. Because if you like Aliens, or you like Mean Girls, or you in general just like those quirky horror comedies, this is what Snatchers is. The thing that I really much appreciate about this movie overall is the tone that it carries, because it really holds it up on its shoulders and really bleams it out into the lights and says, hey, we know what we are and we're going to have some fun with it in that. And something that I've really appreciated with seeing kind of more low budget independent movies like this is always wondering how are they going to deal with the alien creature in here. And they really go with more prop effects and not as much CGI as you would imagine. And I love that because a lot of the brutal kills in here are all real, and they really seem real. While they might be a little over the top, I enjoyed it for that manner. And in general, what the aliens look like and how they deal with them are actually some of the most fun aspects of this movie. There is a lot of comedy within the aliens and a lot of the stuff that kind of happens within high school and horny teenagers, and the stuff that you kind of, if you lived in high school, you've always heard about the horny teenagers, slut shaming and all sorts of stuff like that. That is very sadly in high school that people like to make fun of, but Snatchers takes it by the ringer and actually plays around with these concepts. And again, kind of goes back to that Mean Girls aspect that I actually really much appreciated. It really does dive into the messages of friendship, and again, shaming other people for what they are doing with their bodies. And in general, I like the very good positive message that Snatchers is able to bring about with it. Of course, while this is a movie that has a great message about self-worth, again, it is a movie about aliens, and the comedy in here, the kills, the action set pieces, all work. And really, I just sat there smiling and laughing at many of the different moments that are kind of going about it. Of course, when it does come to Blu-rays, I'm always kind of curious to see what special features they do have on there. Of course, there's a comedy with the directors and writers in here, which is actually quite unique to say. And I really like hearing their thought processes. Again, especially when it comes down to an independent film like this, you want to hear all their passionate values that kind of come about it. And the birth of Snatchers and the behind the scenes look is actually one of the things that really stuck out to me the most. I like seeing how they are able to deal with the real life effects and the unexpected blooper reel. Blooper reels are like my most underrated things that kind of come into these movies, especially when it's kind of a horror comedy, because there's so much fun that you can have on set, and you definitely feel it in this film. Before I give you guys my final thoughts on Snatchers, make sure you get a comment down below. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Do you guys like this movie? Did you get to check it out? Let's discuss it down below. And of course, if you don't watch Blu-rays, there are a digital only download, so make sure to go check that out as well. It's also available on digital, guys. Again, of course, if you guys in general like seeing movies early, make sure to head over to Samsung Films as well. And of course, just a big thank you to you and a big thank you to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. William's shocked. How is no one talking about this fun horror comedy? It's campy, but takes you back to the days of Tremors, Aliens, and mixed a little bit of Eight-Legged Freak, and of course, Mean Girls. I love all those movies. I love the alien concept, and it's truly a blast of a time with some really fun performances by Mary Neppy and Gabriel Elias. Their tale of friendship in here, and of course, self-worth, and what it really deals within the high school set mind is really fun. And I liked how that message really sat on the shoulders, while at the same time still providing a very entertaining comedy with a lot of good action and a lot of real life props effects, especially when it comes down to the aliens. I love seeing that type of stuff in movies, and Snatchers is definitely one of the movies that you should pick up on February 18th. So thank you guys so much for watching this, and of course, my review, my grade for this movie will be a B. What are your guys' thoughts on Snatchers? Do you guys like it? Did you hate it? Let's discuss it down below, guys. Thank you guys again so much for watching this, and of course, until next time, stay classy.